What the drill, Odison MC fam? If you don't know what it is, it's the boy RDissOrMcReaction. Alright, so people, we got Tom Mac, White Boy. So, going through the discography. And this caught my eye. Trying to figure out everything, you know, go through everything. I also seen, I think I'm going to do that one next. I also seen his head on a black man's body. It's called something black or whatever. It might go with this. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. But I seen those two and they stood out to me. But the word white boy really stood out to me. The fact that, you know, it's used in all different ways. And I mean, even white people say it too, white people. And it's a lot of times it'd be urban whites that will say it to other white people. You know, Latinos say it to white people, blacks say it to white people. Like everybody, you know, I get it. It's just like saying, you know, Latino guy, or Spanish guy, or black guy, or whatever. You know, it's describing the race. But it's also used in a derogatory way too. That's one of those words where you're describing a race that can actually be used in a derogatory way. So don't get it twisted. And I know this because I've seen it done. And I'll be really, most of you that know me know that I have biracial children. So I have a blonde hair, blue eyed daughter, and that would kill me if some, you know, she comes home crying because of that, or, you know, my son, you know, he's being called, you know, these type of names. It just pissed me off. So let's get into this because I'm really interested in what he's got to say because I know there's always a message. I don't know if it's what I'm talking about, but it's crazy. Oh, and that's pretty damn dope, the way that it's white boy with the, looks like the flag. Let's go. Get on these ears, these bars.
I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose. Ooh. And I never burnt a cross or hit my face with a hood.
See that? Right there, already read off the rip. Bow, 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 bow. Why I picked this and why I picked the other, because I go over with the, you go over it with the mouse and it'll show you a little bit of the video. So when I see him doing his Tom thing, doing all of that, I know he's fitting to talk that talk. So that's why we're here. And I already could tell he's going in, and everything he's saying, he starts snapping, but everything means something. There's a message. It's not just rhymes thrown from here, from there, plucked out of the sky. It's delivering something. I want to hear his earlier work because I want to see where he came from. So I'm going to do one on that too, because I was looking through everything, checking it all out, and I just want to see the growth. You know what I mean? I want to check that out too. And I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, he was pretty damn nice, because I see the way he speaks, and he speaks so articulately when he's describing something. You could tell where he got his writing from. You could tell if you've ever heard him speak about anything, like when he gave that story up in Canada, that abandoned town, the way he narrated that story and told that story, I'm like, whoa. That right there should have been an early sign. This dude can make music. Write it at least. But, I mean, perform it too? At the level he does? Whew.
You can't just label me racist because I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed because of my pretty blue eyes. White supremacist. Anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasian.
So he said it. Fucking Nazi, white supremacist. He's saying fuck them all. He ain't that, but anybody that labels him that, because of his family genetics, which he had no choosing in choosing, he is that genetically. But he's not a hateful person genetically. He does his own thing. And it's starting to become where as these years pass, it's becoming so far back that's not even in role. You know what I'm saying? It's not even in the way of thinking anymore. I know the media publicizes it, tries to make it that, but it's not, man. Just because two people of opposite race have problems don't mean it's because of the color of the skin. They just got color. They just got different colors and they happen to have a problem. It's not because of the colors. Blue crayon, green crayon, whatever. Has nothing to do with that. It's because one filed the other a certain way or rubbed off a certain way, but it had nothing to do with skin tone. But people like to bring it up.
Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say.
Ooh. He's saying you call me what you want. Call me white boy. Call me this. Call me that. I'm still not going to say what you're trying to pull out of me. You're trying to pull that negative energy out of me so that it can certify your anger. But I ain't going to allow that. I'm not going to allow that because of the simple fact that I am who I am. If I'm saying I'm not that, you pissing me off to no end is still not going to pull that out of me. It's kind of like the screw-faced church issue. Screw was using all these terms. It still never pulled that out of church, and where most people would have said church was within reason of going at least somewhere there because Screw was doing it so much. And I get it. I get where he's coming from. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to draw a parallel between the two of what he's trying to say. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are familiar with that. So let's get back into it.
The white race as a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy. White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha because her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy.
Oh my God. How do you do it? How? No, I get it. I get it. He's good at narrating. He's good at speaking. He's good at all that. And I always knew, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, watching him do that whole abandoned place in Canada narrating showed me what his articulation, he's just so articulate with his words. But the way he just said that, did you see the way he broke that down? 45-17. In the way he says, Ivory or Ebony, just all of them went together. His favorite drink is Hennessy. That's not the order it went in. I'm just repeating things that he used and just how fluent it went. Martin Luther Kennedy. It's just all, and it all fits exactly what he's trying to say. He's not reaching and grabbing words and twisting them and bending them. They just go. It just seems flawless, and it's just crazy because it just, damn, man, dude got skills, man. Whew.
They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white and he raps. He stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame. He's siphoning gas. So this corny little honky man, the whitey is whack.
Wow.
Let history perpetuate the hatred within. And then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
Facts. All right, so here's what I want to say. Right now, at this point in time in hip-hop, the spitters are, and I've always felt this way since I was in the game and writing bars. I've always said that because there a lot of white people are very, very articulate with their words. They know big words. I don't know if it has to do with, I don't know what it has to do with, but they do. A lot of, I'm not saying all, I'm not judging, and this isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying they're articulate, and they really are. The ones that I've spoken to, and I've always said, damn, man, if they ever figure it out, those, using those big words, because I used to sit there and look at the dictionary and look for words, or go in, you know what I'm saying, go on at each page, and I'd be looking for words, and I'm just like, oh man, but I can't remember what it means. So when you already have that knowledge in your, you know what I'm saying, and you already use them daily, just imagine the type of music you can write. And I've always said that if they use that in rap, it'd be a rap. And that's what's going on right now, I think. A lot of people killing the game right now, facts are, happen to be white. No word of a lie. A lot of my boys is like, yo, I get it, man. I get it. But why is that the only people you're reacting to? And I'm like, that's not true. It is, but it's not. I just wanted to do a different view, and I went with what the people wanted, and this is what they want. And it has nothing to do with the complexion. It just happens to do with these dudes is nice, plain and simple. And they talking that real talk, and like I said, these are the dudes that are spitting that that shit that reminds me and brings me back, you know what I mean? So, sorry, I'm just being real with it. It has nothing to do with his complexion. I care less about that. It's just, he's just, I mean, that happens to be apparent he's white, but I'm just saying he's nice.
Don't say that, white boy. Oh, you so bad, white boy. You wish you were black, white boy. Dear white boy. White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
I got a mother, a father, a sister,
an
auntie, an uncle, and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you,
I feel you on that one. I refuse to, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. That's what I'm saying. I'll be damned the day my kid comes home and says something like that, you know, that they don't want to be white no more. I mean, half white no more, because people are, you know what I mean? That's just, and that can happen, you know? People, they kids, they get confused. So I see where he's coming from, you know? Like, it's just, I mean, you even got some white people saying, calling other white people white boys. I'm being serious, as a fact. I've seen it. So I get it. So you got everybody, you know, what do you do?
If you wanna hate the white people, just make the distinction. But I have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you wanna hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless, and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Sakes, acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given, or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals.
White people that you hate ain't your neighbors. Wow, they're the what?
They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis. I think they're better off dead. They're fighting hatred with hatred, making their hate more.
And let me guess, he probably got hate for this, like he was being a racist, right? He's saying it all right here. Fuck the Nazis, they're better off dead. Like, are you kidding me? I know he must have got hate for this, so I'm going to look in the comments after, because I know how people can be. I know how stupid people can be. I got to check that out, but I bet he did.
More intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach they...
He said, hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Think about that. Think about what he's saying. Hate the people that believe you put yourself in the ghetto. He's letting you know it's designed, the system could be designed to, and I know where I know exactly what he's doing, but I don't want to get political here, so I'm not going to. But I get where he's coming from, and those of you that are intelligent enough know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's true. Very true. Just do some research and you'll figure it out. The ones that you think that got your back. The ones that, here, have this. Here, have this. Depend on us. Depend on us. Depend on us. We're your friends. Yeah. You're our friends, all right.
You say children, you ain't, cause they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely, cause the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy. White boy, white, no I say I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies, don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
Wow, don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes. Yo, he's this dude is on another level, just thinking. He's thinking ahead, he's thinking behind, he's thinking all different ways through what's going on. And he sees it from all sides and he's attacking it from all angles, which I appreciate. It's not just one side of the coin, man. He's giving you shit. What do I say? What do you say after that? I mean, he said it all. What do I say? What should I say? I agree. That's it. I mean, I agree because of the fact that I agree. Plain and simple, man. The original link to that video will be in the description below. Go over there. Get them views up. I'll be that boy. RDissOrMcReaction.